Welcome to Professional Communication Strategies, Unit 2, Written Communication. Some of the key concepts in this video are written discourse in the workplace, the power of word choice, maintaining a professional tone, writer's block, and grammar and punctuation refresher. There are many occasions for written discourse in the workplace, like chat and texts, memos, emails, newsletters, corporate materials, social media, reports, presentation slides, handouts. Can you think of others? While this writing may look very different, every writing task has a rhetorical situation that includes the writer's purpose, message, mode of delivery, and audience. The power of word choice. Word choice can help you avoid confusion, a major communication barrier, due to vagueness, wordiness, missing words, and complicated language. You want to be specific. Write thoughtfully, and use a dictionary or thesaurus if you're having trouble varying your words. Also, be respectful of your reader's time. Be sure to use natural language instead of jargon. Maintaining a professional tone. Your tone reflects your attitude and how the audience will perceive you. For instance, confident. My qualifications make me ideally suited for the position. Conversational. I'd love to chat about this. Apologetic. I'm sorry to bother you. And appreciative. Thank you for your consideration. The tone of an email or other workplace communications depends on the rhetorical situation, the audience, purpose, context, and message. Overcoming writer's block. Writer's block happens to all writers at some point, but there are several ways you can try to stay on track. First, be organized and have a plan before a writing task deadline. Second, practice different writing strategies to find your own style. And third, have a process, like brainstorming, outlining, writing, and revising. Considering grammar and punctuation. Having a good handle on grammar and punctuation can help to build your credibility or ethos as a writer at work. You don't have to be a grammar expert because your language should sound natural, but you can download grammar assistants like Grammarly to check your work. Or, if you give yourself enough time, you can have a colleague review your writing to check for clarity and cohesion. Grammar and punctuation refresher. There are a few grammatical issues to keep in mind. First, use complete sentences. Every sentence has a subject and a predicate. The subject of the sentence is usually a noun and comes before the verb in a sentence. The predicate is the verb or action of a sentence. This shows what the subject is doing. Second, use appropriate articles. Articles are a, an, and the. For instance, the is a definite, particular thing, the email you sent, the business meeting tomorrow. A or an is indefinite, not a particular thing, like an operator will assist you and a big announcement. Next, use commas. Use commas after introductory phrases like this afternoon, comma, there will be. With the state of the market, comma, it is impossible. You also use commas in dates and addresses or locations, like March 17th, 2020, or Dubuque, Iowa. Also use commas to combine sentences. For instance, the email that you sent was enlightening, and I hope we can catch up soon regarding this news. You also use commas to separate items in a list. For instance, workplace writing consists of emails, lists, chats, texts, posts, reports, and memos. You also want to be sure to use apostrophes correctly. We use apostrophes when using possessive nouns. For instance, the singular possessive, the administrator's role. And then we also have a plural possessive, the employee's benefits. You also use apostrophes in contractions when you're putting two words together, like I can't or cannot, I won't, will not, I shouldn't, should not, and it is, it's. It's can be a little bit confusing, but in the case of it is, we use the apostrophe for the contraction. But to use the possessive pronoun, we leave the apostrophe out. Remember, you don't have to be an expert at grammar and punctuation, but it is important to copy edit and proofread your work before you send it off to your audiences. Remember, a grammar assistant like Grammarly is helpful. A colleague looking at your writing is helpful. But if you can also gain some grammar and punctuation strategies for copy editing, it can make that job a lot easier. And you might end up being the person that people call on to check their work.